All right, cool. All right, we good now. Oh, put this right here. Let's get set up. Man. YouTube! It's your boy getting back with another video. Total domination. And I gotta say, a bit more dominating performance from Terence Crawford, literally destroying Spence, Errol Spence Jr. God, this was almost getting hard to watch. Damn, Bud, everything that Bud Crawford wanted to do, he did. Great defense, great game plan. I mean, damn, that was a beating. What? That right there was a major beating. I mean, damn. For real. A lot of people had Inoue number one before he fought Fulton, but never really had Fulton as a pound for pound fighter. And the same token, a lot of people had Bud Crawford number one, and Spence isn't really labeled as a pound for pound fighter. But in my book, in my pound for pound list, or the lists that I truly respect, I had Spence and Fulton as pound for pound fighters. So what does that say? When both of these fighters, Inoue and Bud Crawford, just demolish their opposition. That means both of them are pound for pound fighters. I just got Bud as number one. To me, he dismantled Spence with so much. He dismantled Spence not just with his jab, but his counter punching, his body shots, his timing. What? His distance. Crazy. And you know what? It's not like I saw Spence fight a bad fight. I saw Spence fight the way he normally fights. He tried to put a lot of pressure on Bud. Bud had good footwork, great footwork really, and great defense. And he had the equalizer. When Inoue fought Fulton, a lot of people say, damn, why Fulton didn't do this? Why Fulton didn't do that? I've seen Fulton fight better in other fights. So does that say something like, well, maybe if Fulton actually wasn't so surprised by Inoue's game plan, would he not have gotten stopped so quick and so early? I mean, that's a debate to have. And that's the beautiful thing about pound for pound lists, is that, it's very subjective. I try to be objective, me personally, but damn, that was one hell of a fight. One hell of a fight for Bud. And Spence really tried to rally back in certain moments, but Bud was way too sharp, way too calculated, way just elite God level timing and the power. Damn, Crawford, he almost knocked down Spence a couple of times with his jab. He already knocked him down once with his jab in the early rounds, but then he kept almost knocking him down them other times. He wobbled them knees. And I gotta give it to Spence as well. Spence took the fight. A lot of fighters will not take the fight. There's one thing I want to say about Fulton and Spence. And a lot of people, when what's his name, Garcia fought Tank, they were saying, you know what, we got to give Garcia credit because he took the fight versus Tank. They made it happen. Well, I'm going to say the same thing with Spence and Fulton. Respect to them because they made the fights happen. Even though both of those fighters lost, all three of those fighters got beat up. Let's be real. Tank, hit Ryan Garcia with a nice body shot. Supposedly he was injured, and he went down, did not want to get back up. He did not want to take that punishment. Fulton got outboxed by Inoue's power jab. He could not, honestly, I think Inoue's power, his speed, and his game plan caught Fulton totally off guard. Totally off guard. Because honestly, I haven't seen Inoue fight like that. Honestly, yo, what up, King? Yeah, I figured out the live stream chat. So yeah. Which UFC fight was good? What's my man's name? He hit my man with a flying knee. That was a good fight. The main fight was good too. I saw that too. Fight, and they had the PBC fight, the Crawford versus Spence fight. They had both of those fights on. And yeah, that the UFC fight too. It seemed like a mismatch, but on paper it's not a mismatch. But yeah, total mismatch. Total another level of boxing, bro. No, don't say taking that fight. This fight is so good for boxing, man. You gotta, how can I put it? All boxers should be fighting all boxers. Boxers shouldn't shy away from other boxers just because of their style. We gotta see the best fighters out there in boxing. That's the one thing I give to UFC. It don't necessarily matter the style matchup. They're gonna take the fight because they want to take the fight. Dana White gonna make the fight. So yeah, these boxers got to fight each other. And I don't know. I think even though it was a style mismatch, Spence still took the fight. That's even more respect to him if it's obvious that it was a style mix-up, a mismatch. But hey, it don't matter. They still put on boxing gloves, right? They still weighed the same. Bud moved up just like in a way, and goddamn, that was a whoo. Bud solidified himself as #1 pound for pound. In my opinion, Bud Crawford dismantled and destroyed Spence. Way more devastating than Inoue beat Fulton, and that's big. Fulton got his ass rocked. I mean, god dang. Did you see how Fulton got bent over sideways? I mean, damn. Almost the same thing happened to Spence, but Spence actually fell over. It took another punch to knock down Fulton. And the ref came in to stop it. But if you look at Spence's face was bloodied up. It was beaten. It was battered. I ain't never seen Spence get beat like that. God, he beat him like he stole some. Like, damn, that was a fight. It started to get a little slightly competitive because I thought it was maybe round 5. Was it round 5 where Spence won? Just Merv, what up? Who got the fight, bro? Man, listen, Crawford beat the brakes off of Spence. I didn't think it would be like that. God dang. Spence got a hell of a motor. He got a good ass chin. Spence is in hell of a condition too. Errol Spence Jr., hell of a condition fighter, man. For somebody to get knocked down, he got knocked down real early, then got knocked down 2 or 3 more times. And he got right up every single time. For somebody to get knocked down that much, that's telling me that they're very much so in shape. And Spence was very much so in shape. Yeah, you missed it. I mean, it wasn't necessarily a competitive fight, my brother, but look, Spence got his ass rocked. He got beat down. For real. It was a dominating performance by Errol Spence. Errol Spence, I've seen him fight like this, but I have not seen him fight this dominant. Damn, this was dominant. Yeah, I'm sorry it's all dark. I'm driving home. But that was a super dominating performance. That's why I got him number 1 pound for pound. In New Way, I got him top 5 pound for pound. And the New Way fought a completely different way of fighting, and that caught Fulton by pound for pound list. I didn't have a New Way on it. He had to prove it to me, and he definitely did. A New Way definitely proved he deserves to be on the pound for pound list, and he deserves to be top 5 pound for pound list. Now, if he moves up in another weight class and beat another elite fighter, top 3, top 1, depending on what but oh, I'm back in here. What up, everybody? Please hit that like button. If you joining me in the chat, respect to everybody out there. Hope everybody's having a good night. Hope you watched the fight. If you missed it, I'll try to get some highlights out there. I don't know if I can. I got to get real clean footage. I didn't want to take it at the bar. I didn't want to get kicked out and say, hey, why are you recording the fight? Blah, blah, yada, yada. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, great fight. I mean, I wish it was a bit more competitive, but the way he just dismantled Spence was very, very eye-catching. Very eye-catching. Damn. He set him up with the jab. He set him up with some timing. A lot of counters. Damn. Bud Crawford's great at counters, but the way he set up Spence, man, damn. Spence thought he had a power shot. Bud kind of hit him with a pull counter. That was oh my, y'all. Beastly performance. I thought it was great. I thought it was real good. Real good fight. Real good fight for Bud Crawford. Who else is Bud Crawford going to fight after this? I mean, damn, he's undisputed. Who's he going to fight? Maybe Keith Thurman? No, he's going to fight Boots. Oh, I hope he fight Boots next. Yo, Bud Crawford versus Boots. Let's go. Let's go. Is it going to be another Philly disappointment? Or is Boots going to put it down? Oh, that would be sick too. Because look, Jaron Boots Ennis could switch up his stance too. Same as Crawford. Both of them are switch hitters, right? Both of them got power. You know, Boots got the youth behind him. You know, so damn, that's a great matchup. Oh man, that's a great matchup. I don't want to see Spence versus Boots. I don't want to see that, because it's a good chance that Boots might knock his ass out, and then it's no more Spence. You know, knowing how boxing is. I'd rather see Boots. I want him to get his title shot. He could go undisputed or whatever, how it goes. But I want to see Boots versus Terence Crawford next. That's next for me. Who y'all got next Terence Crawford fighting? Who y'all think he should fight next? I think he should fight Boots. I think Boots more than earned his spot at a next fight versus Crawford. That's what I think. Well, yeah, man, I think that's a great matchup. Stylistically, that's a great matchup. It's a beautiful matchup. You can really see some boxing. Boots versus Crawford. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, that was Spence got his ass rocked. God damn. He said it's gonna be a disappointment. Hold up. It's all mismatches. This is why they never fight each other. I mean, you got a point there, but in my opinion, I think Boots, he has a bit more reaction speed and foot speed than Spence. To me, Spence, his style of fighting is super pressure and I'm on that ass type of fighter. You know, Boots isn't that. He's way more calculated. He sets up his punches very well. He could switch orthodox to unorthodox like at a whim, you know. So I think that's a really good matchup. I think that would be super hype if they get that going. And Boots is more than worthy of a title shot versus Bud Crawford. Oh man. Word. See, that's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. Great comment, Kang. Kango. Because look, boxing needs to come back to its glory days. They really need to push these mega fights. To me, Spence versus Crawford was a Super Bowl level type of boxing match. Same thing with Fury. And I'm not going to discount Lomachenko versus Haney. Those are big fights. And Fulton versus Inoue, even though it was in the butt crack in the morning, in America, Inoue need to start fighting Americans so he really get his name out there. A lot of American boxing fans love his ass already, so why not fight print time in America? Whoever he fights next needs to be that fight needs to happen in America, so that boxing come back to its glory days. And I think that's what they're slowly starting to do. Nostalgic Gamer, what up? Spence eyes were sunk in. Yeah. I was worried for him. Word. Oh, when he was walking out like he lost a lot of weight? He didn't look too weight drained, in my opinion. That is his fighting weight, I thought. I was worried for him when he kept taking all that damn punishment in the ring. I think he got out. His timing wasn't as good as Bud Crawford, right? So that's when I get worried, when a fighter gets rocked and ain't even see the punch coming. And Spence conditioning is so damn well. When he gets knocked down, his ass pops up right. I mean, when's the last time y'all saw Spence get knocked down? Damn. Boy, Crawford is that dude. That's a bad motherfucker, bro. Excuse my language, but there's no other way to put it. It's a bad dude. Kango says they need heavyweights. They bring the eyeballs. You got that shit right. I'm sorry, but when Wilder fought Fury, that fight, that trilogy, with or without the controversy, was so big. They broke records with them. Even though people were illegally downloading that fight, them shits broke records, man. Record downloads is crazy. And that was what, the height of COVID or some shit, where boxing was really dead. Boxing has been dead for a good while. And I'm not gonna say who was making boxing so goddamn boring, chose not to fight the best competition, went on a European tour. But all I gotta say is boxing is starting to level up. They're starting to get the big fights out there. And I really hope these big fights continue to happen. We can't just have the first half of the year, 2023, have all these great ass fights, and then next year or the second half of 2023 is nothing. We gotta have big fights every year. Somebody gotta go. Oh yeah, that's another good one. But look, you talk about Jamel Charlo or Jamal Charlo. Jamal Charlo is not ready to fight. But he's not ready for boxing, period, in my opinion. He got so many out of the ring issues with his family, with his kids, with his baby mama, all this other stuff. It seemed like he don't really want to fight. It seemed like he's going through too much. Because look, he was supposed to fight Canelo. Jamal Charlo was supposed to fight Canelo, but he gave it to his twin, Jamel Charlo, because he's not ready. He had back injuries, like he had other injuries, I thought. Or maybe that was his brother. But yeah, man, I don't think Jamal Charlo's ready for Bud Crawford. Mel ready for anybody. You see him moving up just to fight Canelo. He moving up 2 weight classes just to fight Canelo. So we'll see how that go. I got Mel on that fight. I got Mel versus Canelo. Mel can move around the ring and got stamina and got power. Canelo can't move around the ring. He got power. He got a lot of experience, but he don't have stamina. He can't move around the ring like Mel can. So we'll see how that fight go. Nostalgia Gamer says, I think Mel is the one who was talking junk about Crawford. Now, I think that was Jamal. But you're probably right. It's probably Mel. Saying he was better to stay at 147. No, you're right. You're right. That's when he said, be the challenger sometime. People don't know when to take less money, worry about Spence. Because you're going to talk all that shit, going to get you knocked the fuck out. So, yeah, it probably is Mel. But look, Mel is moving up. Mel is moving up to fight Canelo. So, I don't think that fight is going to happen. Even though that'll be a great fight, but he's moving up to fight Canelo. He can't move up, they move back down. You know? So, I don't know. I don't think that's going to be possible. I honestly do think the next best fight for Crawford is Boots Ennis. And then we'll see from there. Be the challenger sometime. Yeah, that's what he said. Talking that junk gonna get you knocked the fuck out. Yeah, I like Mel. Mel got, when they say Lions only, that's really Mel just saying that. Maul don't got that eye of the tiger, lion heart shit anymore, man. He don't. When he get it back, you know, I'm all for him. Those my twins right there. That's my dudes. But I think Mel is really that guy. Mel really is that guy. I like how he got his revenge on Castano. That was a beautiful fight, if I'm saying that guy's name right. That was a great fight. And that would be a nasty fight though. That would be a real good fight. Stylistically, that's a good fight too. But I'm telling you, don't sleep on Boots. Don't sleep on Boots. Boots got pedigree too. His father was a mixed martial artist. You know, when you got that type of pedigree, when you've been fighting since you were a kid and all that, that goes a long way. And Boots is young. And Boots got a lot of skill. And he be switching stances just like Crawford do. Did you see Crawford switch his stance in this fight? I don't think he switched his stance versus Spence. He didn't have to. Yo, Crawford's jab, god damn. I didn't know Crawford's jab was that powerful. He must have went through his bag and pulled that one out. I know he had a good jab, but that type of jab, knock it down. He knocked down Spence with that damn jab. He was off balance, knocked him down in the early rounds. Then wobbled him like 2 or 3 times in the rest of the fight. Damn. Man, listen. I need Wilder to fight anybody right now. Wilder is like my favorite fighter. Yeah, Wilder versus Ruiz. I mean, I don't think that would be a competitive fight. I think Ruiz takes too much damage from any fighter he fight, and his defense is not there. And Wilder will smoke Ruiz. What was the name of the last guy Wilder fought? It'll look something like that, maybe in 2 or 3 rounds. Man, Wilder versus Ruiz. Ruiz, I'm sorry, anybody who's a Ruiz fan, he will get smoked. He will get smoked. He will get, they talked so much shit about Wilder when he fought Fury, but you can't talk all this shit about Wilder when he knocked down Fury so many times in that trilogy. Yeah, the second round, Wilder got steamrolled. It was a lot of controversy in that first fight, second fight. Not so much the third fight. Maybe the count was a little long, but you got to give Wilder your props no matter how much of a Fury fan you are, because if you're saying Wilder is such a terrible boxer, he's a bum, he's a dosser, whatever you want to call him, you're just saying that Fury beat up on a bum. That don't make Fury good. That make him look bad that he needed a trilogy versus a cab driver, if you will. You know? So give Wilder his respect like a lot of people do. If anybody's listening, if you don't respect Wilder, you should. He is an excellent boxer with limited tools, but the tools he have is God level, not just elite, God level. You know, that's my tier list. You know, either you're an elite fighter or you're God level, or you're just a really good fighter. To me, Canelo is a really good fighter, really good boxer. Floyd Mayweather was God level boxer. Errol Spence, right now he just looked like a good to an elite fighter. Bud Crawford is an elite fighter with some God level timing. God damn it. Do I need to break it down? Do I need to break it down for everybody? But yeah, that's how I see things. There's certain things. Look, Floyd Mayweather, one of the best fighters ever, had God level timing, God level stamina. When he was young, he had God level power. Not God, you had elite power. Hand speed was sick. Like, God, Floyd Mayweather was such one of the best boxers in ever. If he's not number one, he's number two. But anyway, enough about Floyd. It's not about Floyd. It's about Crawford right now. Crawford, number one pound for pound fighter. I got Crawford. I did have Spence at number 2 or 3, but it looked like Inoue is moving up to 3, 4, or 5. I don't know. Definitely 5. Maybe he's 3. I don't know. But yeah, man. God dang. Y'all chatting away and I'm driving. Joshua won't fight nobody. Listen, Nostalgia Gamer, you are 100% correct. And Joshua's last fight, he looked super stiff. I thought that when that was gifted to him was an early Christmas present, because my man, I forgot his name, but it looked like he was out boxing Joshua. Joshua's trainer, which is Spence trainer, looked like he was trying to get in the ring and fight for him. So Joshua's too bulky. He's too stiff. He's too much in his head. If he fight Wilder, he's retiring. And that's why he don't want to fight Wilder, because he want to get a couple more fights in, maybe make as much money as he can, and then maybe fight Wilder later. I don't know. But I don't think Joshua's mentally fit to be fighting no Wilder. He'd get too depressed after that knockout. But hey, I would love to see the fight. No doubt about it. If they're going to sign the contract, sign the damn contract. They should have been fought. Wilder been calling out Joshua a long ass time ago. That was the mega fight that everybody wanted to see. Kango 26 says, and he picked every single fight. Oh, you talking about Mayweather? Damn right, he picked every single fight. That's Money Mayweather. He picked every single fight, and every single fight was a name, was somebody who was somewhat of a threat. I mean, if you look at it in retrospect, nobody was really a threat for Mayweather. He wanted to fight Manny Pacquiao before they fought when they did, but Manny Pacquiao, they didn't want to take the drug test. I've seen videos where Freddie Roach, his trainer, was saying, hey, man, yeah, we kind of fudged that Floyd Mayweather fight back then because we didn't want to do the drug test. There's your proof right there. Freddie, you can look up Dante's Boxing Nation. It's not that Dante Boxing Nation has said it. He made other videos where he mentioned it, but he has a video where he is actually asking Freddie Roach what happened with the Floyd Mayweather fight. What happened was Freddie Roach and his team in Pacquiao didn't want to take the Olympic-style drug tests. I'm not calling Manny Pacquiao a cheater or nothing like that, but they didn't want to do those tests. And when he picked Maidana was super hot, a very physical fighter. He picked Pacquiao, he picked Shane Mosley, he picked Miguel Cotto, he picked Margarita. Is his name Mark? I forgot the guy's name, Mexican fighter. Y'all know who I'm talking about. But he picked all the names that were high-level elite boxers at the time. Maybe not Cotto. He fought a young, up-and-comer, young boxer. And Canelo, a lot of older fighters don't want to fight the younger, up-and-coming fighters that seem like they're going to take over. But Floyd fought Canelo and dominated Canelo. So, yeah, Floyd picked his fights, there's no doubt about that, but he didn't pick cab drivers. He didn't go to a a lesser location and fight those fighters. You know, he picked elite fighters, and yeah, he picked them, but he picked good fighters. So it is what it is. You know, he when Manny Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather fought, that was another dominating performance by Manny Pacquiao. I mean, by Floyd beating Manny Pacquiao, and Manny Pacquiao made excuses to why he lost. He's like, "Oh, my shoulder, I injured my shoulder." You look at that fight; he's still throwing fire with that right shoulder or left shoulder, whatever shoulder he said he injured, and then you know you see him scuba diving, swimming like no problem. Come on, don't say that. Floyd Mayweather is about a fair fight. He's about any fight that's going to make money, going to make legacy. Um, I had no problems with the people Floyd fought, even looking back at it in retrospect, because, you know, the facts matter. You know, and like what I was saying before, he fought everybody that you could name outside of maybe Keith Thurman. Keith Thurman was maybe the only person he didn't fight, but he was too busy fighting Zab Judah. Like, who did he fight? Fought Maidana twice. You know what I'm saying? Maidana was a brute back then. Nobody wanted to fight Maidana. You know? He fought everybody. Floyd fought everybody and made it look good. Right? Yeah, no hate. It's all good. It's all good. But a lot of people don't like Floyd because Floyd is that type of guy, you know, that you hate to see win. You know, I got nothing but love for Floyd. You know, I don't care what he say. I don't care, you know, personal. I'm talking about boxing. When I speak boxing, I like boxing. I like the art form. I could care less about, you know, as long as he ain't beating up on little kids and stuff like that. You know, he did have some issues here and there with domestic abuse or whatever, but you know, that's like in the past. And you know, I normally like talking about boxing. If he's great in boxing, he's not a super criminal or something like that, you know, it's all good. But anyway, that was my ride. This is my short live stream. Everybody in here that came in here, thank you for riding with me, and I hope y'all saw the fight. Hopefully I could get some highlights going and some shorts maybe. Don't forget to hit the like button. More videos on Maximum Football, Madden, NBA 2K. I think I might touch some bases with that. Whenever Access and ESG, whenever they come out with more information or Wildcard Football, any of that stuff. Because you know I'm a gamer. I'm a gamer who likes sports, you dig? So it's your boy Geddon, and we are out of here. Thank you for tuning in. Peace.